Happy Independence Day, everyone. Independence, freedom, means a lot more these days, doesn't it? Because to say we've had our freedom tested this year is an understatement. It's like saying Greg looks just okay in a Speedo. No, I look just amazing. Thank you. But the world sure took a strange turn thanks to the real threat of pandemics and the disturbing rebranding of protest. We lost the freedom to go to work and earn a living, the freedom to go out and socialize, get a haircut, hug grandma while giving her a haircut, and of course the freedom to run a small business without some D-bag setting fire to it in the name of justice. Let's face it, this first half of 2020 has been a flaming pile of garbage. You expect a new year to be fresh and hopeful and exciting. You know, it's like a blind date. We all hoped 2020 was going to be on the other side of the door, looking like this Elvis. And instead, we got this Elvis. But if 2020 were a band, it would be Maroon 5. If 2020 were a TV show, it would be The View. If 2020 were human, it would be this jerk. We had no idea how much crazy we were in for. Every week, things got weirder and scarier. And just when you thought it couldn't get more chaotic, there was still room for more crazy. You know how TV shows would do predictions at the beginning of every year? Let's see how we did. Fortune magazine, which sadly isn't a magazine devoted to Wheel of Fortune, Terry, has taken on the awesome task of making some predictions about the year ahead. Some highlights: they expect turbulence in the world economy, but nothing like the crash in 2008. They think Quentin Tarantino may finally win a Best Directing Oscar, and he should.
I like to look towards the future, just assuming general gloom and doom.
I'm going to eat more apples.
Wow. I really did lose a lot of weight, like half a person. Anyway, that past glimpse offered absolutely nothing to this present show. I got dumber actually listening to it. And the guesses weren't even close. But who could have predicted the stuff that would really happen? Who could have predicted schools would be closed and you'd be stuck inside the house with your kids all day? Working from home, too, if you were lucky, but with no pro sports to watch. And also, soccer. Can't go to the gym anymore? Yep, I was back to lifting socks filled with sand and teeth. If Tyrus had predicted social distancing, we'd be like, what are you talking about? It'd be the same if Kat had predicted a global shortage of toilet paper, which leads to videos like this.
Good boy! Yeah, good boy! Oh, Tuck! Yeah!
The world's going to hell. No one predicted any of this. That so many things would be canceled. Basketball, baseball, hockey, proms, graduations, comedians, movies, statues, cops on TV, and cops on the street. Yeah, that was the next wave of crazy. Defunding the police. Did anyone think we'd be having that conversation? Especially after all the looting and the destruction? Now all the outrage is united by one theme. Discussions over. Dialogue's now replaced by violence because the loons have no realistic demands. Defunding the police? You're just asking for a no. And then if you do, it's never enough, is it? So you saw media defend lawlessness as protest. Of course, when the riot gets too close to their homes, they call the cops. No surprise. But if you want to see a community without cops, we just got a glimpse. Take that autonomous zone in Seattle, where cops weren't allowed. First they called it the Chaz. Now it's the Chop. Either way, they built a wall and walked the streets armed. In short, they became briefly Republican. All they needed were golf clubs. Except they did it wrong, on other people's turf. The moment you allow trespassing under the guise of protest, man, that guarantees trouble, because if local government allows that, as it had, it's going to pit citizens versus the mob. So everyone in the media defending criminal behavior may end up ushering in a war that we didn't see coming. Especially if they then mock the public for trying to defend itself from the criminals. The elites are laughing at you as they protect themselves. But I'm glad the zone was tried, so the rest of the idiots see how a society works without police. It doesn't. And we still got the virus among us. Just when some parts of the country are starting to open up again, other parts are reclosing. We've experienced life without our freedoms, and it sucks. We want it back. But with freedom comes responsibility. We know that. So keep washing your hands, wear a mask, be mindful of grandma and others at risk. That way, maybe we can stop the virus, but not the craziness. Because on top of everything else, it's an election year. So the good news, 2020 is half over. The bad news, 2020 is only half over.